This is Roger L. Simon of Pollywood. By special arrangement between PJTV's Pollywood and RottenTomatoes.com, here's Rotten Tomatoes Editor-in-Chief Matt Atchity to tell us what to look for and what to avoid in your movie theater in the coming days.
Hi, this is Matt Atchity, Editor-in-Chief of RottenTomatoes.com, here to let you know what's in theaters this weekend. There's really only one movie, and it's called The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey. Now, this is the first entry into a new trilogy from Peter Jackson, who directed the Lord of the Rings franchise. This is a prequel to Lord of the Rings. This is the story of how Bilbo got the ring as part of a larger adventure. This movie originally was set to be the first of two movies. Now they're doing three, and so it's kind of been padded out, and the critics are not really happy about that. Score's only about 64% right now. It's a lot lower than the 90s that the original Lord of the Rings movies ended up coming in at. And I think a lot of it is because the movie kind of meanders. It goes off in these different directions. It's not a tight narrative. You get a lot of things that are going to be set up for later movies, and I have every confidence that they're going to pay off, but it kind of takes away from this movie, and it doesn't stand alone very well. So that's where a lot of the critics are complaining. What I will say is that the movie ends really strong. It gets really excited. Once it gets going, finally, it gets really exciting, and it ends with a bang. So on that level, it does work pretty well. In the end, I do think this is worth seeing, and the fans of the movie are going to be really happy, but I do have to warn you, it's not perfect. It's okay that it's not perfect. It's still going to make a bunch of money. Now, one of the things I should also talk about is that there's a new format for this film, and it's at 48 frames a second. Most movies are shown at 24 frames a second. This one is double the frame rate, with the idea being that it's super high definition, and it absolutely is, but sometimes that's not always a good thing. The movement in some cases in the beginning of the film looks sped up. It's not actually sped up, but it looks that way. Once you get used to it, it looks great, but it takes about an hour and a half to get used to it. At least it did for me, and a lot of critics are saying this. And so it kind of can distract from what you should be watching. And some of the effects later in the movie look great. Gollum has never looked more present. It's the best representation of Gollum I've ever seen. I'm now convinced that that character actually exists somewhere, and I'm quite terrified. My recommendation would be see it for the first time in 24 frames so that you can just get a sense of the regular story, then go back and you can compare how the new technology works. Ultimately, this movie is going to make a ton of money, and I think that if you're looking forward to it, you're probably going to be pretty happy. Well, The Hobbit's the only movie this week. Now make sure to check back on RottenTomatoes.com for all of the latest scores for any movie that's in theaters. And make sure to check back here next week where I'll be talking about This Is 40, and a movie that I know is going to probably generate some controversy and people are really looking forward to, Zero Dark 30.
Thanks, Matt. Be sure to watch the next episode of Pollywood, coming soon to PJTV.